Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my July update in my makeup rehab series. If you missed the introduction to that video series, I will leave it linked in the description bar down below so you can find out what this makeup rehab series is all about. It was inspired by Paige from Thrifty Beauty, so you can also find her information in my description bar, as well as the link to LS's YouTube channel, because Paige talked about how either she drew inspiration from LS or how LS had a similar series. So that being said, basically I started a makeup rehab for myself where I gave myself a monthly budget of $150. I wanted to spend $150 or less a month on makeup, which may sound like a lot to some people, but it's well under what I was spending on makeup before I started this. So I felt like I wanted to set myself up for success rather than giving myself like a super low budget that I knew I wouldn't be successful with. This is month 2 of my makeup rehab series, and I'm definitely learning a lot about my spending habits and just sort of my relationship with makeup and makeup spending, if that makes sense. I definitely do plan to do a video down the road about things that I learned doing makeup rehab, etc, etc. But if you guys are interested in seeing the makeup items that I purchased in the month of June, as well as the makeup items that I finished up, then just keep watching. Alright you guys, so I actually only have 3 of the products that I purchased with me right now, because similar to last month, I made a purchase right at the end of July. I had a bunch of points saved up at Ulta that I ended up redeeming that I'm not actually going to count towards my total, but I ended up spending just a little bit more, and I'll tell you guys about the items that I purchased or redeemed my points for anyway. So the items that I do have with me, so at the beginning of July I ended up purchasing the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, because I have a video plan coming up where I'm basically reviewing 4 different concealers. This is going to be one of them. I'm going to be comparing them to one another. So I knew I wanted to pick this up, and Ulta was having a deal where if you spent $60, then you got an additional 250 bonus points. And I love Ulta's reward system. If you guys would like me to do a video about their point system and how I sort of take advantage of it, then let me know. But they have a really good point system, so I wanted to end up spending the $60 so I could get those bonus points. And the item that I decided to get to go with this to get over $60 was actually the Too Faced the Tarte Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust palette. This is what she looks like. And it's really funny because when I first saw this palette come out, I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. I thought it was such a stupid concept. I just felt like they were really taking advantage again of this like unicorn, mermaid, fairy sort of trend, and I was just not about it at all. But then I saw a review on it, and I saw it in stores, and for some reason these like mauvey purple tones have been really intriguing me this year. So the tones in this sort of got me, and I decided to pick this up and purchase this. I've only used it one time. I do plan to do a follow-up to my July purchases. I am really late to the game with my June purchases, but look for that video within the next week or 2 as well. But going forward, I will always do a follow-up haul, if you will, to my purchases for the previous month. So if you guys are interested in my thoughts and opinions on any of the items that I purchased this month, then keep an eye out. In the next 3 or 4 weeks, I'll post a follow-up. Okay, so then the middle of the month rolled around, and Sephora was doing 8% cash back on Ebates, and I have been wanting to try the Dior Backstage, I think this is like the Face and Body Foundation, since I saw, like before it even released, since I've been seeing like the promos for this, I've really wanted to try it. I have one other foundation from Dior. I think it's the Forever Skin something or another, but it's my favorite foundation ever. So I was really interested in this. I saw a bunch of the reviews coming in and they all seemed pretty positive. I just realized my fan has been going on, so it's probably really loud. Let me turn that off. Okay, really sorry you guys if you could hear the fan in the beginning parts of this video. I've really been wanting to try the Dior foundation, and I decided to pick it up when it was 8% cash back at Sephora. So I ended up paying $40 for this. I'm not going to subtract the 8% that I'm getting back just because that seems like it'd be a little bit too difficult. But anyway, so this was $40. I've only tried it a couple of times, but so far I really have liked it. I don't know that I got the best shade match for me. Go figure, I suck at shade matching, but so far super impressed with this. All right, so then like I said, the 250 bonus points that I got with my Ulta purchase ended up pushing me over the edge. So I was So I had 2,000 points at Ulta to redeem, which ended up being $125 worth of product. And I ended up picking up, again, I don't have this yet because I literally just made this purchase 2 days ago, but I got the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in Stark Naked. I'm really excited to receive that. It seems like a really great nude, and I've been really into like nude brownie shades, so we shall see about that. I also picked up the Dose of Colors I Love Sarah E Bathe highlight, which is like the more pinky one. I'm really excited about that. I talked myself out of buying one of the lip glosses, as well as the second highlight, as well as the palette, as well as one of the liquid lipsticks. So that's where I feel like this Makeup Rehab has come in handy, because in the past I would have just purchased everything that I wanted without even like thinking about it, whereas since I'm like being conscientious of how much I'm spending, I was able to talk myself out of most of it. I again purchased one highlight because I did definitely want to support that launch. That was $28, and then of course I picked up the ABH Norvina palette when it finally hit Ulta stores. That was $42, and then I picked up another Dose of Colors lip gloss in Can You Not. It's like a nude lip gloss. I haven't tried the Dose of Colors lip gloss formula. Their liquid lipstick formula is one of my favorites, so I did really want to try that. That was $17, and then finally I also picked up a Too Faced lipstick in Birthday Suit. It's one of their like comfort coconut oil lipsticks. Again, it was like a nude shade, and that was $22. So based on the total of that entire purchase, I ended up paying like $4 and some change. So my total spent for this month was $108, so I came in $42 under my goal, which was incredible. I was really happy with that. And then as far as what I used up this month, so another thing that I'm really focused on in this Makeup Rehab is trying to just use the products that I have so that things don't expire and go bad and go to waste. So I actually had a really great month in terms of makeup products that I used up. One of them, you will see in the end, it was a really expensive foundation, so I don't know if I'll have as good of a month throughout the rest of the year as I did this month, because I used up that really expensive foundation. It was the most expensive foundation in my collection. But anyway, let's just get on to the products that I did use up. So 2 of my mascaras hit their 4-month mark, and they're pretty much gone. These are like some of my favorite mascaras. This is the Essence Lash Princess in the False Effect. It's the green tube one. This retails for $4.99, and I actually am not, I have so many mascaras in my collection I'm trying to get through, so it pained me, but I did not repurchase this. However, this is one that once I get through some of my mascara collection, I will definitely repurchase. This was again one of my favorite mascaras of all time. And then another favorite mascara that I did not go on to repurchase, because again I'm trying to get through my mascara collection, but this is my favorite like first step mascara. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara, and this retails for $7.99. Then I also finished up this Lush Honey Trap lip balm. This retails for $10.95. This is a great lip balm. This is the one that I'll definitely repurchase when we get into the colder months, because it's super hydrating, which is something I really need, especially in the winter months. I live in Minnesota. It's really hard on your lips in the winter months, but yes, finished this guy. And I also finished off a Naked Skin concealer from Urban Decay. These retail for $29. I have mine in the shade Light Warm. I really wanted to repurchase this with my Ulta points, but I have so many concealers in my collection, which is another like thing that's been really good about this Makeup Rehab. I've been really focused on how much of a certain category I have in my collection. So if I open a new concealer, I want to be finishing one off before I open it, if that makes sense. Same with foundations. Like I don't want to be bringing in more foundation unless I've used some up. So I was able to talk myself out of repurchasing this for the time being until I get through some more of my concealer collection, but I am definitely interested in picking this up again someday. I do know, obviously I purchased that Too Faced Born This Way concealer, so finished one off, brought a new one in, but at least I didn't bring in more than one concealer. Okay, the last 4 items that I'm going to talk about are all items in project pans I have going. So if you guys are following any of my project pan series and don't want any spoilers, then you may want to turn the video off, but I did end up finally finishing off my Becca Under Eye Brightening Concealer. This retails for $32. I love this concealer. I will definitely repurchase this, but I'm going to wait till this for a VIB sale, just because while it is one of my favorite products in my makeup collection, I think I can do without it for just a few more months until I can get a discount on it. I also finished off one of my CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundations. I love this foundation. I love this foundation. It's probably my second favorite foundation of all time, second to that Dior foundation I was talking to you guys about. This is in the shade 705. I currently have either 2 or 3 more of these in my collection. I always want to have one of these in my collection, but I did not go out to repurchase another one of these just because I had repurchased one in the month of June, I think it was, so I didn't need another one. I also finished off my Ren Clean Skincare Perfect Canvas. This is kind of like a skin finishing serum as well as a primer, so I'm counting it in the makeup department because I use this as a primer. This retails for $55 and I liked this. It has probiotics in it, which is why I purchased it in the first place. I wanted to start introducing some probiotics into my skincare routine. I will not repurchase this just because I don't feel like I have other primers. In thinking of it in the primer aspect, I have other primers that I prefer over this one, but I definitely am interested in trying more from the Ren Skincare line. I did really enjoy this product. Again, there's other primers I prefer over this, but it wasn't a bad product, and I'm definitely interested in more from their line. And then finally, the expensive foundation that I was talking about, I finally finished off my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This retails for $64. I did not love this foundation as much as everyone else on YouTube seems to love it. I don't know, I don't know if it was like too luminous for me or what the deal was, but this took some effort to finish off. I definitely won't be repurchasing this. This is a pretty penny, and there are definitely cheaper foundations out there that I prefer more than this, but I was excited to finally finish this off. I did not want this to go to waste after spending $64 on it, so pretty happy to get this out of my collection. Alright guys, so the 8 products that I finished off this month came to a retail value of $220.58. So I ended up using $112.58 more product than I purchased or brought into my collection this month. So I'm really happy with that. Again, I ended up spending $108 on makeup this month, under my budget. Really happy with that. I'm hoping August, I know I want to purchase Jaclyn Hill's Vault collection, but I'm hoping the month of August that'll be my only makeup purchase. I'm going to see if I can make it under $50 in the month of August, but I feel like I always get towards the end of the month and I start to feel like, oh my gosh, I haven't purchased much makeup lately, like let me go like find something and make a purchase. So we'll see when I update you guys in August. Again, if you're interested in hearing my thoughts and opinions on the products that I purchased this month, look for my follow-up haul video coming in a few weeks. Other than that, if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do so before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.